book of Jeremiah. It's on the screen. Amen. KJ version. Amen. We normally preach out of a lot of different versions, Amplify, NIV, amen. Gotta get back to the KJV, amen. And took him out, and the king asked him secretly in the house. Sorry, he's talking about Jeremiah. And said, "Is there any word from the Lord?" And Jeremiah said, "There is, for said he, thou shalt be delivered into the hand of the king of Babylon." You can be seated. I want to lift up that verse that says, and the king asked him secretly in the house and said, "Is there any word from the Lord?" This morning, that's what we want to preach from. Is there any word from the Lord?
Amen.
Is there any word from the Lord? Amen. Oof. Is there any word from the Lord? And Jeremiah said, yes. In this particular time frame in life, we need a word from the Lord.
Amen.
We need a word that will set our hearts on fire.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Lord have mercy.
That's good.
We need a rhema word.
Yes.
For if you look up the word rhema in the Greek, it means utterance and it means action. It means that right now we need an action word. And it's often referred to as a spoken word. Lord have mercy. We need a word of action to come out of some things that are active in our lives.
All right.
I'm going to say it again. We need a word of action that's going to take hold of some things that are active in our lives. Not only do we need a rhema word, but we need a logos word.
Logo.
Amen.
Which means a divine and an inspired word.
Right.
An in time and an inspired word. A word that's going to bring inspiration. A word that's going to bring positiveness. A word that's going to cause us to be excited and have joy on the inside.
Amen.
Lord have mercy. In this passage, we have a man who's playing a dangerous game, for he wants to hear what God has to say, but he doesn't want to do what God says do. And that's a big problem with a lot of us. A lot of us want to hear from God, but we don't really want to hear from God. We want to hear him, but we don't really want to hear him. Lord have mercy. This man in particular, he now needs help from God. And God has been speaking all along. God said to me, my people have a tendency to wait until things get desperate to get delivered. Can I get a witness? We wait until we get desperate to want deliverance. We want deliverance when everything is going array, when everything is out of whack. But where's deliverance at when everything is okay? Where's deliverance at when everything is well? And Lord have mercy. I can talk about me because I done been there. I done been in them places when I wasn't trying to pay no attention when I should have been and miss some stuff. Sometimes we wait till we get to wit's end to hear the Lord in the middle of our circumstance. And as a culture of people, we want to hear from him when it's necessary and not when it's ordinary. Can I get a witness? You want him when it's necessary. Amen. But what about when it's ordinary, when there's nothing going on, when there's no detriment happening, when there's no lack happening, when there's no problem going on? What about you hearing from him then? Lord, it's it's amazing to me, Deacon Godfrey, how we handle these situations. Zedekiah wanted Jeremiah to prophesy, or if you will, tell him something good. But it didn't happen like he thought. And God's word sometimes it will cut and it will pierce into us, and it may not feel good, but it's good for us. Can I get a witness?
Right.
It has the ability to be good for us, even when it feels like it's not good to us. Lord have mercy. That's why Ephesians 6 and 17 says, it talks about the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. It lets us know that that sword turns sometimes, and it has to flip around and get to cutting on some things. That's how the word does. The word will cut you into pieces. Can I get a witness? The word will cut you real quick, and again, the Bible says it's like a two-edged sword piercing between the marrow and the asunder of the joints. It gets down on the inside, and it gets into the marrow, and next thing you know, it cuts into the blood stream. Lord have mercy. It says this morning, he wants us to understand there is a word from the Lord. Lord have mercy. The Bible says in verse 17, Zedekiah sent for Jeremiah to come to him at his house secretly. Oh, Lord have mercy. By this time, they had taken Jeremiah and put him in jail for speaking the truth. Lord have mercy. They had put him in jail because he had told the king various times what was going to happen, that the Babylonians were going to come and they were going to overtake him, that Nebuchadnezzar was going to come and overtake him, and that things were going to get burnt down. The city was going to be burnt down. Why? Because Zedekiah didn't pay no attention. If we back up all the way to the 20th chapter, we go around 27, 28, God sent a word and said to Zedekiah, what I want you to do is I want you to give yourself to Nebuchadnezzar. I need you to give yourself to him, and what I want you to do is give yourself to him for a period of time, because what's going to happen is I'm going to come back and I'm going to deliver you and the people. But Zedekiah said, no, I don't want to do that. He refused to give himself over to Nebuchadnezzar. And one thing about God is when you refuse him, God will refuse you.
My God.
You can't refuse God and think God is going to hold up a standard for you. He's not going to hold up a thing for you. When you don't listen to God, God can turn a deaf ear to you. The biggest thing about this God is saying, we want a word from the Lord. We want a word from the Lord. The name Zedekiah in the Bible means fair and just. How can you say you are fair and that the Lord is fair and just, but you don't want to do right by him and be fair and just by him? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. We want a word, but we ain't really ready for a word. Lord have mercy. We ain't really ready for a real word. Lord have mercy. Lord, because the word has the ability to interrupt your plans. Can I get away with this? A word has the ability to interrupt what you want to do, because your plan ain't God's plan. So a word will interrupt your situation and your circumstance and turn your world upside down. But we want a real word. Lord, the word. God is telling us that he has to understand that the word must be spoken. The word must be spoken and lines up. The word, if you ever want to recognize that you get a word from God, you'll know, because the word will line up with the word.
Yes.
I'm going to say it again. If you ever really want to know that you got a real word from God, the word will line up with the word. Because the word that you're given will line up with the scripture, which is his word. And the thing of it, what he's saying is, I'll never speak against my own self. I'll never talk against myself. What I give is what I give. So I'm never going to turn against me, because I gave it, so I'm not going to turn against my own self. Lord, we want a word. We want a word. God's word becomes life when it is spoken. The word must be spoken. Psalms 33:6 says, by the word of the Lord, where the heavens were made, in the host of them, by the breath of his mouth. Amen. The word was spoken. And then we go into Psalms 33:9. It says here, for he spake and it was done, and he commanded it and it stood fast, because the word was spoken. And if you're going to Romans 10:14, I want to prove it a little bit further. It says here, then they shall, how can they call on him whom they have not believed? And how can they believe in him unless you got to have a preacher. He got to speak a word. The word must be spoken in order for life to come into fruition through the word.
Thank you, God. For the word.
Amen.
That's the thing. We want to learn, but we don't really want to hear what the word is. Zedekiah wanted the word. And the thing with the Bible talks about, it says Zedekiah, he wouldn't line himself up with God. We have to understand, in order to understand who God is, sometimes it gets tricky, because you have to understand, in order to get the word, you must understand his character. The attributes that come through his character, but not only the attributes that come through his character, you must understand his coordination. His coordination, which is the movement that he made. You may not understand every move he made, but you just need to learn how to trust him. Can I get a witness? It don't matter what you think, just trust him. In the midst of his coordination, in the midst of his character, just trust him as he moves and shift from one place to another. You may not like it, but just fall in line. He says here, Zedekiah wanted God to speak against himself, because Zedekiah didn't like the word that Jeremiah gave to him. He didn't like the fact that Jeremiah said that he was going to go through this situation and the Babylonian people were going to come and destroy the city. Zedekiah had these false prophets that were around him that were giving him false word. And here you recognize that the word they were giving you wasn't going anywhere. So then you went, and by this time they had them put Jeremiah in jail. So now Zedekiah calls for them to go get Jeremiah. See, Lord,
talk about it.
Woo! You done dealt with the false stuff all this time, and now in order for you to get the real, you got to go pull the real into secret. Sometimes you got to go into your secret place to get the word. Lord have mercy. The Bible says they that dwell in the secret place of the shadow of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. You got to sometimes get in that secret place to hear a word. Yeah. He called him into the secret spot, and he started talking to me. He said, is there a word from the Lord? And he said, is there a word from the Lord? And Jeremiah said, yes. That's the thing. That's the answer. That no matter what we go through, there's going to always be a word from the Lord. I don't care what your situation, your circumstances, it's going to always be a word from the Lord. He asked him, he said, yes. And the Bible says here, it got to a point where he said he didn't understand. He was trying to figure out why did Jeremiah give him that particular word. And he got upset. But the thing is, Jeremiah wanted him to understand that you were disobedient.
Okay.
We want a word, but we disobedient.
Wow.
We want a word, but we don't want to listen. Want a word, but we don't want to do right. Want a word, but we want to go our own way. Want a word, but we want to turn left when he say go right. Want a word, but we don't really want to listen. You can't have this, Lord. This ain't Burger King. You can't do it your way. You can't have it your way. You can't do what you want to do. The Bible lets us know that the word, he says in John 1:1, he says, in the beginning was the word. And the word, Lord have mercy, was with God, and the word was God. The thing is, you got to learn how to take heed and listen. So what God is saying this morning, will your spirit bear witness to the word? Lord have mercy. Will your spirit bear witness to the word? And Zedekiah was too busy doing what he wanted to do to listen to what God was saying. When God speaks, your spirit has to bear witness to the word. Something on the inside of you ought to shift when God speaks. You are Lord. My God. When God, if you want a word, Lord have mercy, your spirit ought to bear witness. God can be speaking, but if he's speaking and he does not penetrate your spirit, there'll never be a change. Nothing will ever go no different than what it already has. And Lord have mercy, then what you've done is you missed the word. You missed your moment. Lord have mercy. Will you receive glory from the word?
Yes. Jesus.
There must be glory that comes along with the word. And not your glory, but the glory that belongs to God.
Yes.
You can't glory in your own thing. The glory belongs to God.
Yes.
So even after your situation is over, God said there will be glory after this. Why? Because of me, not because of you.
That's right.
Lord,
That's right.
Lord, the word. Is there a word from the Lord? And the last thing is, when he asked Jeremiah, he said, yes, there is a word. You got to recognize that when you get this word, is the word going to bring you liberty? Or is the word going to bring you bondage? Because there are times.
Come on, Pastor.
There are times that God will use the word to free you. But there are times that the word will come and lock you. So what's going to happen when you get the word? Is liberty coming for you? Or is bondage coming for you? Lord have mercy. Is there a word from the Lord? My God. Zedekiah didn't understand what God was saying. Zedekiah wanted to do his own thing, and God was saying, all I need you to do is submit yourself to Nebuchadnezzar. And that's what God is saying this morning. Submit yourself unto me and let me establish you. Why? Because there's a word from the Lord. There's a word. There's a word from the Lord. In these 66 books, everywhere you turn there's a word. There's a word for your problem. There's a word for your healing. There's a word for your deliverance. There's a word for your children. There's a word for your husband. There's a word for your wife. There's a word for your church. Everywhere you look in the Bible, there is a word. Why? Because there's a word from the Lord.
Amen.
Zedekiah didn't understand. He thought he had that thing under control. And right after that, when you go to the 34th chapter, even though he was disobedient, God said, what I'm going to do is, the town will burn down, the people are going to come, the Babylonians are going to take over. But you're going to die in peace. Even though you were disobedient, you're still going to die in peace. I'm not going to let you be destroyed. I'm going to still give you peace in the midst of your circumstance. Why? Because there's a word from the Lord. And this day, what God is saying, no matter what we go through, there is a word from Him. There's a word that will speak to our situation, to our atmosphere, and change our atmosphere around. I speak to you, praise point. Prophesy to you that there's a word in the house. There's a word in the house. And the word is we shall live and not die.
Thank you, Jesus.